Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, thank you for stopping by. My name is Hannah and I love to make vegan and gluten-free recipes and feature them here on my channel. Today I'm making this batch of sweet potato breakfast cookies courtesy of the Run Fast, Eat Slow cookbook. This cookbook has practically become my Bible over the past few months. I'm loving these recipes, and for those of you who don't know, I'm training for a marathon in June 2024. Shalane Flanagan and Elise Kopecky, who are the two authors of this cookbook, are very accomplished runners, so I enjoy eating recipes that these two ladies vouch for. There's 10 ingredients in these sweet potato breakfast cookies. I'll go through each of them one by one and then I'll give you an overview of how this recipe works. First up, it's a classic. There's 3 cups of old-fashioned Quaker rolled oats, 1 cup of almond flour, 1 teaspoon of ground ginger, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 cup of pure maple syrup, 1/2 cup of melted coconut oil, 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, and the last ingredient is 1 roasted sweet potato. Now let's talk about the recipe steps. I'll be mixing together the dry ingredients in this large mixing bowl. There's a fun step with the 3 cups of rolled oats. I'll actually be pulsing them down in my food processor, which I have ready to go here off to the side. I'll add 1 cup at a time into the food processor, pulse it down until it's basically oat flour, and then put it in that mixing bowl. Once the dry ingredients are all mixed together, ready to go, I'll then take my food processor and put all of the wet ingredients inside and pulse those down together. I'll be using half of this roasted sweet potato. That's going to go into the food processor with the rest of the wet ingredients. Once the wet ingredients are all mixed together, it's going to look like sweet potato puree / baby food. I'll take this chamber off the stand, pour it into the mixture of dry ingredients, and then mix everything together to create the sweet potato breakfast cookie dough. After that, I'll take a 1/4 cup to scoop out cookie dough balls and put them on the lined baking sheet, which I have all ready to go on my stovetop. Once those are finished, I'll put the baking sheet into my oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and those will bake for about 30 minutes. Now that you know how this recipe works, I'm gonna get started mixing together these 10 lovely ingredients. These cookies are looking fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of them. I've let this tray sit here for, I would say, about 10 minutes to cool off. What I love so much about these cookies is how hearty they are. You can see there's definitely some texture from the oats. They're also a really nice start to your day because there's great flavor from the maple, the cinnamon, the ginger. I also think these would be the perfect fall cookie because of their color, the way they smell. You have the sweet potato, the cinnamon. Oh, I mean, they're good any time of year, but especially in the fall. Come fall, I'll be making more of these. Time to see how this batch turned out. These are definitely chewier than previous batches I've made. That might be because I just took them out of the oven and, you know, they're pretty hot still sitting on the tray. What I usually do once they've had a chance to cool off is I just put them all together in one container and put them in my fridge so that they're just ready to go in the morning whenever I feel like having one for breakfast. I'll admit I'm one of those people who loves to have something sweet for breakfast, so these cookies are a perfect way to enjoy something sweet, but they do have redeeming qualities and aren't as highly processed as, say, donuts or super sugary cereals. That's my 2 cents about these delicious breakfast cookies. Definitely try them yourself. I've linked the Run Fast Eat Slow cookbook down below so you can try out the recipe too. Well, that is everything for this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, let me know what you thought of this recipe episode, and if there's any recipes you'd like me to try out on this channel or would like me to attempt to make vegan/gluten-free, please leave your suggestion below. Take care, everybody, eat well, and I will see you in the next episode on this channel. Bye!